Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
Fans live for games like this one.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And now the Lakers starting group. On the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. Herbert Jones is out there with Simmons. And it's Connect in its small forward. And for the Rockets, they've got Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Shepard, and it's Thompson in at the 3. So, Clark, when you look at the MVP voting over the last few years, it has been dominated by the big men, especially 7-footers.
Yeah, pretty unique, right? For years, 7-footers didn't get much MVP love, and this stuff is somewhat cyclical, as you know, Kevin. Big shifts happen. Here we go. Like the talk of getting rid of conferences because the West was too strong once upon a time. That conversation and narrative flipped, too. So I think, again, cyclical stuff happens in this league.
Now here's Simmons. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got his team on the board to start the game for the Lakers.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Inside, Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and verticality. I mean, Davis, one of the very few.
Simmons can't get it to go. Green against Jones. Green passes to Şengün. A 3-ball. And there's Green on the assist by Şengün.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Pass to Eason. Wide open shot is on the money.
Getting his team the best shot on the floor. Amen Thompson feeds a ready shooter that time.
Simmons looking it over. Takes the three. Connects again from distance.
Night in and night out, you can count on him to stretch the defense and just open up the floor.
Would you believe he's now tied for 5th most triples in a single season? It's amazing.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Connect. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now, here's Şengün. He had 37 points last game out. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. That three off the mark. Outside, Simmons. From downtown, Eason grabs the board. Rockets trail by 7. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends.
And again for 3.
Now claiming the mark for hitting the 5th most threes in a season. Wow.
A tremendous feat. It's incredible how he can control the game from the perimeter. Shot by Eason, no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Outside for Simmons. There's the 3. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
The free throw drops for Şengün.
You can almost see the hunger and focus in the eyes of Alperen Şengün. I mean, this guy completely locked in on doing as much as he can for his team when he's out there.
Brooks checked in for Houston. Jerome comes in for Shepherd. Austin Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. Şengün hits them both.
Tell you what, Alperen Şengün is a big with the modern-day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter, too.
And that one's good, Simmons.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Coming in on a 19-game win streak. They're set to achieve something very few teams have ever done. A win tonight would be their 20th win in a row.
This team, I tell you, is doing a heck of a job actually putting their name against some of the best names in the NBA's history when you talk about winning streaks. I mean, these kinds of streaks do not happen often, and there's a lot going right for this group right now.
Pass to connect. Trying to find Vanderbilt. Gets it to him. Count that one.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Brooks kicks to Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Green's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Rockets. Lakers leading by 12. Pass to Reeves. Here's Simmons. Vanderbilt finds Reeves. Lakers working the ball around now. A three from Simmons. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now Eason. Off target from outside.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Good. Another from three.
He's been hitting threes at a very high level, and we haven't seen many better from beyond.
That last triple ties him for the fourth most made in a single season.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Lakers ahead, up by 15. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And if you're just...
Keep going out there. No let up.
Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against New Orleans. So for the Lakers right now, on the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. Russell is out there with Simmons. And it's Reeves in at the 3-side. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Cowboy in that last game against Portland was tremendous. He tallied 50 points, and to no one's surprise.
And again for three.
This is amazing. That moves him into fourth place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Floats one. Second shot opportunity. Davis doing his thing inside.
Nice putback on that follow from Davis. Was just determined to get that rebound.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Yeah, they got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
Simmons passes to Vanderbilt. Back to Simmons. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Rockets. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Lottie's checked in. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And here's Simmons for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Reeves the pass to Simmons. Three-pointer. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Shepard. The Rockets with another miss.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Simmons. The Rockets pull it in.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And it's Green missing. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
32 seconds left to play in the first half. Simmons inside. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Simmons slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And here's Green outside. No good, shot missing. And that concludes the first half. Lakers ahead, ending the second quarter on a 14-5 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out on the shooters, make them earn their points inside. But even if that were tried, I don't think it would play out that way.
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
When you have two players going at each other like this, it becomes a point of pride. That's when the sparks fly. That's when it gets interesting.
For us and for the fans watching. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Rockets trail by 13. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Shepard. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Well, he scored over half their points so far. Just an unbelievable effort.
Pass to Eason. Now, here's Şengün. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Connect. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the Lakers lead by 18.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Driving in. And stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Pass to Jones. And the layup is good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Shepard, the pass to Green. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Şengün with the bucket.
Hey, he's one of the best on the offensive glass, so you got to get a body on Şengün.
Simmons left side. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Simmons got 5 points in the quarter.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Green inside the three-point line. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Houston making a switch here. Brooks checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Roddy's checked in. And it's Austin Reeves in for Simmons. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 16. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Austin Reeves out there with Simmons. Then there's Christie. And it's Roddy in at the power forward. And here's the Lakers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
The Rockets shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Pass to O'Neal. Brooks from outside. The Lakers with the rebound. Bassey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Christie. Brooks covering. Up again.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Rockets trail by 18. Here's Shepard. The Rockets with another miss. The Lakers shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Unloads from 9. Misses off the left iron. Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's O'Neal. Makes it off the glass.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Los Angeles leading by 16. And here's Simmons for 3. No good that time. Rockets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Shepard with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Şengün with a screen on Reeves. Jerome, no good. Simmons against Şengün. The tray. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Over in the corner, Shepard. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. A nice shot by Simmons.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He has decided it's the right time to talk. For the Rockets, Tari Eason's checked in for O'Neal. Thompson comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Green in for Ty Jerome. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Thompson passes to Eason. Here's Shepard. And some nice passing there by Houston. Pass to Green. Fires for 3. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
A 3 from Simmons. And another 3 for the Lakers.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Yep, it counts.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And here is Los Angeles now. They have a 19-point lead. Takes a 3. Green with the rebound. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And here's Simmons for 3. They get it back. Davis kicks to Simmons. And got it! Another basket.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now 3rd in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You know, G.A., you can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, game in and game out. Pass to Shepard. And finished off by Shepard.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Clark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
Tonight they seem committed to the 3-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Cowboy.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
There's 48 seconds left in the game. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. A new lineup here for Houston. Now Brooks. Pass to Minot. Outside O'Neal. The 3. The shot off that time. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Sinks the three-pointer. Simmons got 58.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Fires from deep. He's off on that one. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say.